Hi, friends. Yesterday evening, my wife and I were out for a walk in our neighborhood. We saw several children running up the doors, knocking on the doors, and they would hide beside the door, not doing harmful pranks, but they were doing a pre-April Fool's Day prank fest, having fun with their families, actually, with the homes of people they knew, doing harmless things. For instance, when we got home from our walk, this was on my truck. Just Jesus saying, I saw that. And I thought it was cute and fun. And then I thought about it. I said, well, Jesus sees a lot of things. For instance, Matthew 25 tells us that Jesus is going to have a judgment day, and he's going to divide folks up. And he says to one group, he says, when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I was sick or in prison, you visited me. And they said, when did we do that? And he said, whenever you did it to the least of these, you've done it for me. He calls us to care for the poor, care for those who need clothing and food and other kinds of things. And he sees that. Not only that, is there other stories in the Bible where he sees things. For instance, Jesus was in the home of Simon the Pharisee. And while he was there having dinner, and they were talking about theology and whatever they were talking about, in came a woman. The scripture says, sinful woman. We do not know what she had done or was doing. But what we do know is she laid down behind Jesus, washed his feet with her tears, and dried them with her hair. Simon the Pharisee thought to himself in his mind, if Jesus really was a prophet, he would know what kind of woman this was. Well, Jesus turned to Simon, and he said to him, do you see this woman? Jesus did. What Simon saw was her sin. What Jesus saw was a woman made in the image of God who happened to be a sinner. He forgave her sins, showed her love and grace and mercy because she knew she needed the grace of Jesus. See, Jesus always sees us first. Yes, he sees our sin. He wants the sin to go away. He wants it to be gone. He wants us to do things like help the poor, help the naked, visit the sick. He also wants us to look at people and see them for who they are, who they were created to be. Men and women, boys and girls made in the image of the living God. Yes, we notice their sins, but Jesus does too. But more importantly, he sees us. He sees you. If you're wondering if he sees you, he does. If you're wondering if he loves you, he does. And he always will. I pray that his grace will be upon you and that you will always know that while he's looking at you, he loves you, he cares for you. And yes, he calls you to a better life, a new life. But always he sees you, his daughters and sons. May the Lord's blessings be upon you this day and every day.